So yeah, just kind of back to those benefits. We talked a lot about kind of cost already. The other piece, and some of these things are, equally as important, which is reducing the SAP database size for a variety of reasons. One is the ingress egress when you're looking at business continuity, depending on whether or not you're going with a SAP private tenant or if you're going with Rise with SAP. Then also just, the main thing that many of our customers talk about is performance. And so shrinking the database gets us a more performance system. And, in many instances, we're talking about shrinking the database very significantly. So in that example that I was showing you earlier, talking about earlier with the 27 terabytes of data, that's an example of where we can very easily archive about 50% of the data. And when I'm talking about archiving it, it doesn't mean that it's, offline or unavailable. What we're still able to do is keep this data fully available inside of SAP or connected to SAP so that you can still re-access the data. And I'll kind of talk about that in a little bit as well. And then the other benefit is, around the backup and recovery time. So again, smaller the database, the faster it is to perform backups and then also recovery in the event that there's some sort of system outage. And so that's, the cost and the performance, those are the two things that a lot of organizations are focused on. But a couple of other things that are, kind of equally important here are around the ability to perform records management, governance management of the data, and then also just extend the capability of that data beyond how you're currently using it. And so all of the things that you would expect from a records management system are built in to our solutions. So the ability to apply record series indicators, a full file plan, disposition of content based on your disposition schedule, all of that kind of stuff is built in, and that capability is there. The other thing, though, that it allows you to do is have access to this data outside of SAP. And so there's a couple of benefits to that. One is when you think of users who might be at a shipping location or a distribution center who have very specific needs for documents, let's say bill of lading, packing slips, that kind of thing, we can provide access to that outside of SAP so that they don't have to have an SAP license. So just from a cost perspective, it's another way where we can reduce the overall spend by providing access to that content outside of SAP. The other benefit to that is it reduces the number of users and the number of transactions on SAP. So once again, that helps improve performance. And then the third thing that does is it allows you to leverage this data in other systems. So unlike some of the other systems on the market where there's an extra charge or an uplift for API utilization, all of that capability is built into the appliance that we offer. And so if you have line of business applications, or if you're providing third-party access to, to folks who need access, maybe shippers, or other, other organizations or other systems, line of business applications, all of that capability exists within the appliance, and it's like I said, it's all bundled in for the same cost. And then future proofing is, just one of the themes that's become really important over the last 5 years, which is, the ability to have a professional organization and have the managed service built into the application so that you don't have to worry about, tier 2, tier 3 support, administrative overhead, upgrades, patches, all of that is bundled into the appliance and into the service that's associated with the subscription.